Top 10 most exciting construction projects completing in 2024. The year is 2024. We've witnessed some amazing building achievements in the last year, including undersea megatunnels, skyscrapers in the middle of deserts, Japanese super talls, and a new dam being erected in front of an existing dam to save it. Dam. Number 10. Olympic venues. Oh my goodness, 2024 will be remembered as the year of the French. Don't worry, we will discuss the other projects around the globe later. However, this nation has been listed higher on our list than any other this year, and there's a good reason for that. The Olympic Games. Usually, that would imply extravagance. Consider grandiose new stadiums and costly mega projects. However, this Olympics is not like any other. Due to their reputation for being expensive, the pandemic-affected Tokyo Games are projected to have cost $12.9 billion. Olympic organizers have been striving to rebrand, reduce waste, and organize a cleaner event. Reusing existing facilities is one method to achieve this, and during this year's Games, 95% of the venues will be temporary or existing buildings. Where necessary, several of the existing venues are being renovated and updated. However, temporary ones, such as this magnificent arena situated at the base of the Eiffel Tower, will be established throughout the city and taken down after the Games are done. This reduces trash and allows events to take place in unique and intriguing areas of the city. The Aquatics Centre, an amazing new arena with a majority of its bulk timber supplied sustainably, will be the only permanent addition. After the Olympics, it will be utilized again for both national and international tournaments. All of the energy required for the building will be provided by the 5,000 square meter photovoltaic panel roof, which will make it one of France's largest urban solar farms. Inside, the unusually compact area has been thoughtfully designed to keep spectator views intact while minimizing the amount of space that requires heating. Number 9. Seine River Cleanup. The French capital's river is one area where this goal to be green and clean has been extended. Enormous treatment plants have been built in an attempt to restore the Seine's ability to be swimmable, something that hasn't happened in over a century. This is because in 1923, metal and fecal germs in the water caused French officials to forbid swimmers from using the river. The massive cleanup project, which is expected to cost more than $1.5 billion, entails building what amounts to a massive rainwater holding tank that is 50 meters wide and 34 meters deep. This tank can contain up to 46 million liters of water before being sent via tunnel to a treatment facility. Then the clean, swimmable water will be returned to the Seine via pumping. The intention is to host swimming trials here, much as they were in the Olympics in 1900. Along with the opening ceremony in Paris, there will be a stunning display on the river that will culminate directly beneath the Eiffel Tower, making it the largest Olympic opening ever. Number 8. Notre Dame. There's one more big project we must talk about before we go from the French capital. The distinctive wooden spire and much of the interior of Notre Dame were destroyed in the tragic fire of 2019. The repair process has been a drawn-out and intricate one. It is no small task to restore Europe's most visited landmark to its former splendor. It has already cost more than $900 million and had multiple significant setbacks. By some miracle, the cathedral will be completed and inaugurated by the end of 2024, ahead of President Emmanuel Macron's first schedule. The iconic spire and most of the facades should be finished, however, the interiors will take a little longer. Number 7. Kaohsiung Station. Kaohsiung, the third largest city in the nation, is situated in the southern region of the island nation and is home to about 2.7 million people. Don't let that deceive you though, this economic giant is also home to the largest port in Taiwan and the 13th busiest port globally. This new station is located in the center of the huge metro renovation that the booming metropolis is currently undergoing. It will serve as an actual center for transportation, connecting the metro, local and intercity buses, taxis, and bike routes. In addition, a 9.75-kilometer railway tunnel with 7 brand new underground stations is there. The 8.5-hectare location serves as both a new year-round public park for the city and a sweeping canopy. Number 6. International Land Sea Center. With a height of 458 meters, it will be the tallest newly constructed building when it is finished in 2024 and will be in the top 20 tallest skyscrapers worldwide. China will be home to 8 of the 10 tallest structures when they are completed in 2024. The other 2 are located in Dubai and Cairo. China remains the world leader in the construction of high-rises, even after the country recently banned the construction of large skyscrapers and the collapse of the real estate conglomerate Evergrande. China is home to 73 of the 100 tallest structures that are now under construction. The Cullen-Peterson-Fox Master Plan, which calls for the construction of 11 towers to dramatically transform Chongqing Center, includes the 98-story International Landscape Center. Constructed along the banks of the Yangtze River, the structure at its base will be directly crossed by one of the city's main train lines. The super tall tower was topped off in 2022 with this spectacular light show. Number 5. Metro Sydney. The largest urban area in Australia is receiving much-needed expansion. The planned 30-kilometer route will tunnel beneath Sydney Harbour and reach new stations in the CBD, which are scheduled to open in 2024. Perhaps the most transformative piece of transport since the Harbour Bridge is how some have described the project. The new network, which rivals the Grand Paris Express in size, is one of the biggest suburban rail projects in the world, having cost $20 billion. And that's only the beginning. Sydney will feature 46 additional stations and 113 kilometers of new metro rail by 2030. Number 4. The One. We're then going to Toronto, where a furious competition to construct Canada's tallest skyscraper is reaching its pinnacle. The city is experiencing a tremendous skyscraper boom and is on track to surpass Chicago as the urban area with the second most skyscrapers in North America due to strict zoning restrictions and an increasing population. When Foster & Partners' design of the One is finished, it will be Canada's first super tall structure, rising 306 meters above the city and housing apartments, shops, and a hotel. Due to the building's unusual height for the area, there are several engineering difficulties, chief among them being wind control. The wind being driven to street level has become a problem in Toronto with a large number of tall structures that are being constructed there. Number 3. For Frankfurt. Over the next few years, Frankfurt's skyline is expected to drastically increase in height due to a series of skyscraper booms. In this metropolis, there are now around 50 high-rises under construction or in the planning stages. Leading the way is Faubourg Frankfurt, a massive building that will have 4 towers when it is completed in 2024. The cluster's tallest new structure will be situated 233 meters above street level. The financial area and the city center have been divided for many years, but this project will bring them back together and build a brand new mixed-use neighborhood. The location will function as a mini-city inside a metropolis, complete with stores, restaurants, hotels, apartments, and workplaces. When we returned in 2023 to see this site's development, the towers were taking excellent shape. Number 2. Oxley Towers. Skybridges are kind of a thing in Kuala Lumpur. This enormous facility is being built directly close to the famous Petronas. Towers are 2 renowned skyscraper pairs connected by what is arguably the most well-known skybridge in the world. Elevating the standard, Oxley Towers features 2 of these extremely tall connections, each featuring its own rooftop garden. The huge 3-tower building would have a floor area of around 2 million square meters, which is 5 times larger than the neighboring Petronas complex. Its tallest tower will reach a super tall height of 338 meters. Another entire city inside a city can be found inside. Picture the typical assortment of residences, workplaces, retail establishments, eateries, and so on. The tower development in the Malaysian capital also doesn't seem to be slowing down. Oxley Towers will stand alongside the newly finished Exchange Tower and Merdeka 118, which is currently the highest structure in the city and the second tallest building in the world. Number 1. The late Santiago Bernabeu. No, it's not a massive sandwich toaster. This is Real Madrid's new $1 billion home. The team is legendary in Spanish football. The Santiago Bernabeu Stadium, which bills itself as the best stadium in the world, has experienced an amazing metamorphosis. Just a few years ago, when it was already one of Europe's most recognizable locations, this is how it looked. The most noticeable feature of the renovation is the enormous wraparound facade composed of steel and striped panels that will be projected with pictures and movies at night. The stadium now holds 85,000 spectators instead of the previous 81,000, and new terraces and a retractable roof have also been built. Additionally, there is a fantastic retractable pitch that can be divided into sections and kept underground. Did you like it? Tell us what you think of the video in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting videos.